Just watched season 7, episode 1 of Who the Bleep Did I Marry? And it had a very interesting story about a woman named Chris Johnson and her now ex-husband Jim Johnson, and they're about their lengthy marriage. He was active duty as a field grade officer in the U.S. Army, and she was his wife for the entire duration of his career. And he ended up committing basically a number of times, being prosecuted through UCMJ, Uniform Code of Military Justice. And it's just such a long story, but the bottom line is they're now divorced. He was last anyone heard with his mistress turned wife, I think. I think they got legally married, I'm not quite sure. Chris Johnson, as well as another woman whose name I forget off the top of my head. I posted on my LinkedIn. So I'm over at Govanest if you want to follow over there. They basically are trying to get this law passed to protect military spouses, which are over 90% women, wives, and families, so children typically, from being punished and losing financial support, healthcare, whatever benefits they could possibly have, be it if the service member, the person they're married to, ends up engaging in criminal activity. In this case, Chris Johnson actually turned her husband in after becoming aware of many different things that he was doing that he was not supposed to be doing in the military. It was a horrible situation. He, like many of these people, were deployed for extended periods of time overseas for years. And, watching it, it just made me think about how really toxic and dysfunctional and unhealthy the military lifestyle is for many. Not saying all, but many. And these people were definitely a part of that. And it's detailed online. Anybody can look it up and Google it. It also made me aware that basically if you have someone that may be predisposed to possibly being, just hypothetically speaking, not these people particularly, but hypothetically speaking, let's say abusive, that the military lifestyle definitely facilitates that quite a lot because of the fact that you're going to be moving around a lot. Even if you don't move around a lot, it's still more than the civilian counterparts would typically. And you're going to have less opportunity for employment, more opportunities for isolation, more opportunities for dependency, and thus more opportunities for domestic abuse to proliferate. And so this really can be a breeding ground for anyone who's predisposed possibly to those types of tendencies to be abusive in the first place.